On behalf of the Community Legal Services of Mid-Florida Board of Directors, CEO, staff, and the Pro Bono team, welcome to our 2021 Pro Bono Awards celebration. I'm Claude Nelson, the Director of Pro Bono Services here at CLSMF, and I'll be your MC this afternoon. To get things kicked off today, I'd like to introduce a well-known icon of our Pro Bono department. She's been on all morning with us, our Manager of Pro Bono Services, Lena Hopkins.
Good afternoon again, everyone, and welcome to our Pro Bono Awards. Rivers do not drink their own water. Trees do not eat their own fruit. The sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We're all born to help each other, no matter how difficult it is. Life is good when you're happy, but much better when others are happy because of you. Those are the words of Pope Francis. The American Bar Association Standing Committee on Pro Bono and Public Service launched the National Celebration of Pro Bono 13 years ago as an opportunity to shine a spotlight on the amazing pro bono work by lawyers, paralegals, and law students across the country. As a part of the 2021 National Celebration, CLSMF held our virtual walk-in legal advice clinic on Wednesday, October the 27th, with over 44 attorneys, paralegals, law students, and support staff. We culminate our celebration today, recognizing those who understand we are all born to help each other. We're honored today to have with us as we celebrate each of you, Mr. Reginald M. Turner, President of the American Bar Association. Mr. Turner is an attorney with Clark Hill in Detroit. He is an accomplished litigator, government affairs advocate, and strategic advisor. He is past president of the National Bar Association and the State Bar of Michigan. He has served as chair of the ABA Commission on Racial and Ethnic Diversity in the profession and the ABA Commission on the lawyer's role in assuring every child a quality education. In the ABA House of Delegates, he served as the state delegate for Michigan and as the chair of the Rules and Calendar Committee, the Committee on Issues of Concern to the Profession, and the Committee on Credentials and Admissions. He is past chair of the Fellows of the American Bar Association. Mr. Turner has served as a White House Fellow and as an aide to the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development during the Clinton administration. He earned his bachelor's degree at Wayne State University and law degree at the University of Michigan Law School. My fellow stewards of justice, please help me as we welcome the 145th president of the American Bar Association, Mr. Reginald M. Turner. You're muted, Mr. Turner.
Thank you, Lena. I'm very happy to be here. I thank you for that very warm and wonderful introduction. I am delighted to be here with you. I see a number of friends here, and I only wish I could be with you in person down in Florida. Happy National Pro Bono Week. Thanks to Claude, the planners, and everyone involved in hosting this award ceremony and for inviting me to share a few words. This year's theme, Partnerships in a Pandemic, Utilizing Technology and Pro Bono Attorneys to Provide Access to Justice, could not be more timely or important. Over the last 18 months or so, organizations like yours and individuals like you did not view the challenges created by the pandemic as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to be more innovative. As stewards of pro bono service, we're champions for equal justice under law, especially in times of crisis when people turn to us. The pandemic caused significant change and slowed the progress for providing legal services. Legal needs did not stop during the quarantine, though. So the disparities and barriers to equal access to justice actually increased. Millions were vulnerable to eviction, unemployment, bankruptcy, and other legal challenges exacerbated by the pandemic, in addition to the ongoing needs in refugee assistance and disaster relief. Helping those in need is a privilege that we all share. As lawyers and legal professionals, it's our duty to help ensure that all people have the right to equal justice under law. I still remember my first pro bono legal service experience. I was a law student at the University of Michigan Law School, and I assisted tenants on housing cases. That rewarding feeling of helping those in need and stay in their homes and make a positive impact on my community was the foundation for my career in law. The American Bar Association has long supported civil legal aid for underserved populations, and it was integral in the establishment of the Legal Services Corporation in 1974. Our work continues today. The ABA has been proud to work with the White House to mobilize the legal community to offer pro bono assistance to stave off evictions and promote diversion programs in local courts. The ABA also launched the Afghanistan Response Project to address the legal and humanitarian needs of those seeking refuge. As part of the project, the ABA provides direct services and resources for organizations and individuals supplying pro bono work, and has shared information with the US State Department about Afghans endangered by the Taliban who seek aid in leaving the country. The selfless lawyers who step up, offer their time and expertise, and work tirelessly to help others are heroes and sheroes. October is home to the National Celebration of Pro Bono, where we take time to do good works and spotlight those who, year-round, lend resources to those in need. Today, I'm pleased to join you as we applaud your selfless work and bestow the County Pro Bono Attorney of the Year awards to deserving lawyers from 12 counties in Florida. We also recognize recipients of the Community Legal Services of Mid-Florida named awards, as well as the Law Firm of the Year, Partner in Service Award, and the Teen Court Pro Bono Award. Congratulations to all of you. Your works are impressive, and your commitment to justice and fairness is more critical than ever. You inspire our profession and bring us closer to a more just world. Thank you for the example you set. Celebration of good works underscores what we can accomplish as lawyers and citizens. I'm so proud of everything you do to fulfill the American promise of justice for all. Over the rest of the year, I encourage all of us to provide just 10 hours of pro bono. That's the prorated number of hours for the rest of the year based on the Model Rule 6.1's aspirational goal of 50 hours a year. Please visit probononow.org for details on a variety of pro bono opportunities. Whatever your practice area, interest, or availability, there's a place for you. Again, that's probononow.org. Feel free also to visit celebrateprobono.org to find a multitude of resources and information to exercise the power of pro bono or to register your existing events. Thank you again for the countless hours of pro bono work you did over the last year when so many people were in need. You've taken your professional responsibility seriously and continue to defend liberty, pursue justice, and make a positive difference in people's lives, and we appreciate you greatly. Thank you for giving me this time with you today, and I look forward to hearing more from our colleagues as the program goes on.
President Turner, thank you so much for those inspiring words and for joining our celebration today. Thank you. Our next speaker is retired Florida Supreme Court Justice Peggy Ann Quince. Justice Quince was born in Norfolk, Virginia, the second of 5 children. She and her siblings, Mary, Barbara, Solomon, and Michael, hold family near and dear to their hearts and enjoy family gatherings where they reminisce about their formative years in the rural, segregated South. After completion of undergraduate and law school, Justice Quince married fellow law student, the late Fred Bucking, and they have two daughters, Peggy Laverne and Laura Laverne. Justice Quince earned a Bachelor of Science degree in zoology from Howard University in 1970, then followed with a JD from the Catholic University of America in 1975. She's also the recipient of honorary Doctor of Law degrees from Stetson University College of Law, St. Thomas University School of Law, and Nova Southeastern School of Law. Justice Quince began her legal career in Washington, D.C. as a hearing officer, but moved back home to Norfolk to enter private practice with an emphasis in real property and domestic relations law. A year later, in 1978, she relocated to Bradenton, Florida, where she started her civil practice. In 1980, Justice Quince began her 13-year tenure in the criminal division of the Florida Attorney General's office. She served as the Tampa bureau chief for 5 years and handled death penalty direct appeals and post-conviction matters exclusively for 3 years. As an assistant attorney general, she handled numerous appeals in the Florida 2nd District Court of Appeal, the Florida Supreme Court, the Federal 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, and the United States Supreme Court. In 1993, Justice Quince became the first African-American female to be appointed to one of the district courts of appeal, when she was appointed by the late Governor Lawton Chiles to the 2nd District Court of Appeals. 5 years later, she had the distinct privilege of being jointly appointed to the Florida Supreme Court by Governor Chiles and Governor-elect Jeb Bush. A third governor had input when Governor Chiles died, and his successor, Governor Buddy McKay, also agreed on her appointment. Justice Quince became the third female and first African-American woman to head any branch of Florida government when she became the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Florida in 2008. With a judicial career spanning over 25 years, Justice Quince retired from the Florida Supreme Court on January 7, 2019. After serving the 21 million Floridians in both the Attorney General's office and the judiciary, Justice Quince looks forward to more time with her family, friends, and causes that are near to her heart. She started this next chapter with a 25-country world cruise in January 2019. And I remember talking to Justice Quince about that before she took it. Let me find my place again, sorry. After returning from her cruise, she began volunteering on an independent review panel that evaluates cases where there's been an allegation of wrongful conviction. In addition, she's a member of the Florida Bar Foundation. Justice Quince is a member of the Gamma Theta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority and a member of the Links Incorporated. For her commitment and service to the law and community, she has received numerous honors and awards, including but not limited to induction into the National Bar Association Hall of Fame and the Stetson University Hall of Fame. She was named the National Bar Association Women's Division Jurist of the Year and was named an ABA Margaret Brent Woman Lawyer of Achievement. Justice Quince also received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Florida Bar's Government section. It is my distinct honor to introduce you all to Justice Peggy Ann Quince.
Thank you. It is a great pleasure to be here. And so I thank you, Mr. Nelson, and all the members of the Community Legal Services of Mid-Florida for inviting me here. I say to your award winners, well done. Well done. Well done for having shown a commitment to the cause of justice. I always enjoy being a part of these types of celebrations because pro bono and the delivery of legal services to those who cannot afford representation is very important. It's important to me, and it should be important to all of us in our community. When I was a member of the Florida Supreme Court, and especially when I was the Chief Justice, I talked with many groups and individuals about the importance of providing access to justice for all. During that time, I was especially interested in children aging out of foster care, and that's still an issue, along with the many issues that we have in our communities. Former President Barack Obama said, and I quote, "We the people recognize that we have responsibilities as well as rights. that our destinies are bound together, that a freedom which only asks, what's in it for me, a freedom without commitment to others, a freedom without love or charity or duty or patriotism is unworthy of our founding ideals and those who died in their defense. He may not have been talking specifically about civil legal services at that time, but those sentiments are applicable in this context. As lawyers, a part of these responsibilities that President Obama spoke of can be demonstrated by our participation in pro bono efforts. This is Pro Bono Week. What better time than now to make our commitment to others through giving our time, talents, and treasure to help the most vulnerable people in our communities, those who need legal assistance but cannot afford it. When we finished law school and passed the bar examination, we took an oath which provides in part, I will never reject from any consideration personal to myself the cause of the defenseless or oppressed. Not only did we take that oath, but as members of the legal profession, we are also committed to the ideals of professionalism. And our creed of professionalism also shines light on our responsibilities as lawyers. That creed says, I will further my profession's devotion to public service and the public good. What greater public service and public good can we do as partners in the judicial branch of government than helping to ensure access to justice? Access to at least a fair opportunity to be heard. And an opportunity to be heard means more than being in the courtroom without any real knowledge of how to proceed or what's going on. And that is what happens when we see many pro se litigants. It is not enough to be present in the court. One's presence should be meaningful. We, the lawyers, have the skills and knowledge to make litigants' presence meaningful. Without true representation, without a party's side of the story, what do we really have? Is such a scenario justice for all? On most of our formal and ceremonial occasions, we say one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we really mean what we say, or have these words become just a formality? Now is the perfect time to examine ourselves and answer these questions. For more than a year and a half, we've been in the midst of the greatest health crisis that this generation of people have seen. The coronavirus, COVID-19 has changed our lives in a number of ways, and it has significantly changed the lives of some of the people that we serve. So there is an even greater need in our most vulnerable communities for civil legal services. Yet, as you know, the resources are very limited. While in many areas of the state, we have not seen the dramatic increase in evictions that were anticipated, there are still more evictions than legal services offices can handle. The eviction situation was helped in some part by the ERAP, the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, but there is still work to do in that area. There has, in fact, been a sharp increase in domestic violence cases. As one article I read put it, safer at home does not apply to everyone. As people have lost jobs or are working reduced hours or working from home, spouses and partners are now confined in small places, often with their children and without any outlet. This has led to more serious and more frequent domestic abuse. As a corollary, there has also been an increase in domestic violence injunction violations. And these situations often lead to divorce and child support and child custody issues, which must be addressed. The lack of a steady income has also led to debt collection issues. And with children being schooled at home, there are issues of access to technology for many families. As you can plainly see, the need for legal services for the disadvantaged has only increased as resources have decreased. A representative from Massachusetts said, as she was urging the legislature to increase the legal assistance budget in that state, said, "There is no justice if people without means cannot protect themselves in our courts." And I totally agree. Again, we return to the ideal that we recite on numerous occasions, and justice for all. And in order to reach this lofty goal, we need people to appear in court to represent the sides of those people who don't have the resources to hire attorneys. So how do we get to justice in the civil context? We do it one lawyer at a time. The Florida Bar Foundation has launched a One Promise campaign, urging all of us, the seasoned and the young lawyers, to take on just one legal aid case. Lawyers in this audience are probably the choir, but all of us know lawyers who are not involved in pro bono work. These are the lawyers we need to step up to the plate. We can help by urging our friends, our colleagues, any other people that we know to go to the Florida Bar Foundation website and learn about the One Promise campaign. We can urge them to contact their local legal aid or legal services offices to see how they can help. Explain to them the satisfaction you received from providing access to someone who could not afford the services of a lawyer. For persons who cannot, for whatever reason, directly represent a client, you can still participate in these efforts to provide access and justice. You can make monetary contributions to your local legal aid organizations, or you can give to the Florida Bar Foundation. I truly believe there is no substitute for having the organization and expertise that develops in our legal services offices. Just as we have funded criminal justice through the public defenders and conflict counsel offices, we need to fund our legal service offices. While this might be an argument that we can talk about on another day, today we can, in fact, do something. We can, in fact, give legal services offices in our communities help, either directly or through monetary contributions. And these will go a long way to helping to ensure justice. This is my call to action. As President Obama said, our destinies are bound together. Let's help others achieve that American dream of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Again, I congratulate the award recipients, and I want to see others here at next year's awards celebration. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I look forward to seeing all the recipients of our awards. Thank you.
Justice Quince, thank you so much. It's been an honor. We are honored to have you here with us as we celebrate the great work done by those with us today. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, before we dive into the award presentation, I wanted to take a moment to introduce you all to a pro bono client we have the honor of serving, Kathy Peshman. Ms. Peshman came to CLSMF in January 2020, attending a legal advice clinic seeking assistance with getting an amended death certificate for her late husband. One of her late husband's biological children had wrongfully reported to the funeral home that he was divorced at the time of his death, leaving Ms. Peshman without access to benefits that she was entitled to. In March 2020, just as the pandemic hit, her case was placed with pro bono attorney Victoria Zinn. Attorney Zinn filed a lawsuit on March 12th, 2020, and a summons was issued for service on the Florida Bureau of Vital Statistics. As with most businesses during the pandemic, it seems everyone was working from home. The summons was returned unexecuted 5 times. After Attorney Zinn's relentless advocacy, the Bureau of Vital Statistics was successfully served on June 30th, 2021, nearly 15 months later, resulting in an order amending the death certificate. Ms. Peshman was not able to join us today, but has a few pre-recorded remarks about her experience we'd like to share with you.
I visited your office to have the death certificate changed for my husband. He had passed on January 4th, 2020. And I got some really great legal help from you guys. I appreciate you 100%. You don't know what this means to me. Thank you for all your help. I appreciate all of you 1,000 times. I can't tell you enough. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Ms. Peshman, thank you, Justice Quince. Ms. Peshman is not unlike many of the clients that we serve daily here at CLSMF. We would now like to recognize the work of all of our volunteers who serve clients like Ms. Peshman every day. We've had 196 lawyers volunteer their time with us this last year, 196 volunteers. Our volunteer lawyers assisted in full representation matters, legal advice clinics, document drafting, and legal training and mentoring, just to name a few. And we are always striving to continue to create new ways to integrate our volunteers into the work we do. There are too many volunteers to recognize individually today, but they are too important to the work we do to not honor them here. To all of our dedicated pro bono volunteers and advocates, thank you for the work you do to serve the most vulnerable in our communities. I'm also excited to introduce a new award this year, the Pro Bono Ambassador of Justice Award. The Pro Bono Ambassador of Justice Award honors pro bono volunteers and CLSMF staff members that carry the spirit of pro bono with them wherever they are. One of our goals here at CLSMF is the integration of our volunteers and staff into the work our pro bono team does daily. The pro bono volunteer who receives this award is really an honorary member of the staff, and to that end, we honored the winners of this award yesterday during an all-staff meeting to highlight how truly integrated they are in the work that we do. Thank you, Tim Moran, Lydia Colon, and Monique Keels for demonstrating what it means to be an integrated member of our team and true ambassadors of justice. All right, now on to the award presentation portion of our celebration. Introducing our CLSMF Pro Bono Attorney of the Year Awards is Jeff Harvey. Jeff is the CEO of CLSMF and has been with the firm since 2015.
This year's theme for our Pro Bono Awards is Partnerships in a Pandemic, utilizing technology and pro bono attorneys to provide access to justice. Community Legal Services area covers 12 counties throughout Central Florida and ranges from urban to rural areas. Serving clients in each of our counties presents unique challenges as we strive to deliver the most effective services to those that need it. There is no doubt that the pandemic has brought about difficult times and pain to many in our community. Despite the separation that we all faced during this pandemic, there have been positive impacts on our community, particularly in how we deliver services to those in need. Community Legal relies on the generosity of pro bono attorneys throughout our service area to help us serve and meet the legal needs of the community. Often, our volunteer lawyers live and work in the communities where they provide assistance. However, during the pandemic and with the use of technology, pro bono attorneys from across the state have donated their time and services to help our community members with their legal issues ranging from family law, providing housing advice, helping clients gain a fresh start through bankruptcy, and helping clients plan their health care and final wishes. CLSMF presents the Pro Bono Attorney of the Year Award to an attorney in each of its 12 counties for their pro bono contributions to clients in those counties. The nominees for the Pro Bono Attorney of the Year Award for each county are Brevard County, Audrey Wanich. Citrus County, Patricia Mooring. Flagler County, Mark Dwyer. Hernando County, Harrison Stanley. Lake County, Jesusa Panton. Marion County, Danielle Riggins. Orange County, Jesus Irizarry. Osceola County, Jeanette Mora. Putnam County, Chad Van Horn. Seminole County, Melissa Escoffrey. Sumter County, Arlene Udick. Volusia County, Charles Charlie Vega. To all the winners, we appreciate your dedication to our clients and your commitment to helping those in need, whether locally or from a distance, and we value your partnership in helping us provide access to the law for those that need it most.
Thank you to all of our county award winners. Our next award today is the Judge Robert K. Rouse Jr. Pro Bono Service Award. Presenting the award today is its namesake, Judge Robert K. Rouse Jr. Judge Rouse was appointed a circuit judge in October of 1995 and presided over civil, probate, family, mental health, and elder abuse and neglect cases, as well as criminal cases. Judge Rouse was elected Chief Judge in 1999 and in 2001 by the judges of the 7th Judicial Circuit. Prior to serving on the bench, Judge Rouse was a civil trial lawyer for 20 years and served on numerous bar committees and voluntary bar associations, including being a founding member of the Dunn Blunt American Inn of Court. Judge Rouse authored The Principles of Professionalism for Florida Judges which was adopted by the Florida Supreme Court and all judicial conferences throughout the state. CLSMF named this award after him in 2012 in recognition of his judicial leadership and dedication to pro bono. Judge Rouse could not be with us today and has recorded his remarks for this presentation.
The Judge Robert K. Rouse Jr. Pro Bono Service Award is an award presented to a sitting or retired judge for dedication to pro bono service. This year's award recipient is a county court judge in Osceola County, Florida. Before becoming a judge in 2019, she volunteered with CLSMF. She assisted clients with estate planning, documents, and family law matters. She donated over 400 hours during her time volunteering with CLSMF and the Osceola County Teen Court, where she continues to volunteer despite what I am sure is a very busy docket. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present this well-deserved acknowledgement of her service to Judge Christine Arendas.
It's very humbling to hear those words spoken about me. Pro bono has always been a part of who I am. And although I'm limited in the things I can do now that I sit on the bench, it will always be a part of who I am. And so I give back with my time through other organizations that the canons allow me to do. Thank you to Community Legal Services for all that they do and for all the award winners today for everything that you do for the people of our community. Thank you.
Congratulations, Judge Arendas. Thank you for all of the work you do. Our next award is the Belvin Perry Legacy of Justice Award. Presenting the Belvin Perry Legacy of Justice Award this year is Danielle Harris. Danielle is the Chief Programs Officer at CLSMF. She's been with the firm since 2016, where she started as a part-time helpline attorney. She's a member of the Orange County Bar Association and Central Florida Association of Women Lawyers. Danielle?
Thank you, Claude. The Belvin Perry Jr. Legacy of Justice Award is presented to an outstanding pro bono lawyer who has dedicated numerous years to pro bono service. It is CLSMF's Lifetime Achievement Award. This year's award recipient is Michael Cooper. Michael started volunteering with CLSMF in 2008. Since then, he has donated almost 300 hours by helping clients with foreclosures and other real estate related matters. He has participated in numerous legal advice clinics and taken cases for extended representation. Michael has been a member of the Florida Bar since 1976 and has been helping clients in the Ocala area for more than 30 years with their real estate, business, personal injury, and estate planning needs. It is our pleasure to present the Belvin Perry Jr. Legacy of Justice Award to Michael Cooper for his dedication to pro bono service for more than a decade. Congratulations.
I think we're going to Ocala for this. Ocala conference room.
I'm waving to you all.
You were muted. You're unmuted now.
Oh, I'm unmuted. Okay. Now you can hear me. All right. I graduated from the University of Florida. Mom said, choose a career. What do you want to do? I can still picture the blank look on my face because I didn't have a clue. Now, my mother was a fiery Italian, not known by her kids for subtlety, but at this crucial juncture of my life, she resorted to unexpected diplomacy. I know, she said softly, why not become a lawyer? What she talking about was my first reaction. You mean like Perry Mason on that TV show? I don't really see any attraction. What's a lawyer look like? What's their job? Gee, Mom, it's not that I mean to be unkind, but going down that particular path is not what I had in mind. Nevertheless, I decided to give it a shot. Law school was a mighty dull story to tell, but I motored on through best that I could, and in fact, I did pretty darn well. With a diploma in hand, I got a job in West Palm, but not a place my wife and I wanted to settle down. So Patty and I pulled out a map of the state and decided to move to Ocala Town. We came here as strangers and started a family. In a few years, I hung out my own sign. Lo and behold, clients showed up at my door, and before long, I was doing just fine. I put in the hours, worked really hard, dealt with the stress and aggravation, but I tried to be fair and reliable and soon earned a decent reputation. But a lesson I learned from mom and dad was that if you receive, you should also give. I remembered that moral, took it to heart, decided that's how I wanted to live. The poor and unfortunate will always be with us, and they need our help, though we don't get paid. So I made a decision to offer assistance and reached out to legal aid. I've treasured the experience, and my warmest thanks to you all. And though I'm mostly retired now, if you need my help, just give me a call.
Wow, Michael, thank you so much. I think I'm going to call you next year to write my remarks for me. Thank you so much. Our next award is the Timothy A. Moran Champion of Justice Award. This award honors young lawyers in our service area who have dedicated themselves to access to justice and providing service to vulnerable Central Floridians. We're lucky enough to have another namesake with us today to present their award. Presenting the Timothy A. Moran Champion of Justice Award is Timothy A. Moran. Tim graduated cum laude from the University of Florida Levin College of Law in 2009, and since then has been a dedicated advocate, having donated over 1,000 hours in pro bono service. He never turns us down when we ask him to take a case, and very often we have to remind him to slow down. Tim's dedication to providing high-quality legal services to our clients is a shining example of what it means to serve. CLSMF honored Tim with this award in 2017 in recognition of the impact our young lawyers have in our community. Tim, thank you for all you do.
Always my pleasure, my friends, and thank you all for 12 years of kindness and friendship and excellent work. Ashley is this year's pro bono Timothy A. Moran Champion of Justice nominee. She graduated from FAMU in 2019 and got her JD from there. And she works in the area of domestic violence and family law and human trafficking. I spoke to Ashley a couple of weeks ago before presenting her this award. She conveyed to me that she is aware of the impact that only a few hours of her time can have on the lives of our clients, and that what we think is a small contribution is actually a large one. That understanding of the impact of care and compassion would be more than enough reason to be thrilled to give Ashley this award. But in addition, just as Justice Quince said a moment ago, she has urged others to do pro bono work. She's a shining example of what Justice Quince has spoken about, because she has brought more than 10 lawyers to the fold, and they have donated 16.5 hours themselves. So Ashley, that is all the reasons that I'm thrilled to present you the Timothy A. Moran Champion of Justice Award.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I am truly humbled and honored to be receiving this award, especially with so many amazing attorneys that are part of this organization who are doing so much for the community. And I cannot even remotely follow the last one that won, because that was way better than I'm able to give. But thank you so much. As an amazing organization doing so many amazing things for our community, for those who would not be able to have access to legal services otherwise. You know, I assume most everyone on the call today is part of this organization or has volunteered with them. If you are neither, I would definitely encourage you to try to either take a case or do one of the pro bono clinics. There's so many amazing ways in our community that we can help, and others aren't able to receive that kind of help because they can't afford the services. You know, we may never be able to see the impact of helping someone who can never repay us back for helping them, but that is something they will never forget. So we cannot help everyone, but we all can help someone. So thank you so much again. I'm truly humbly honored to be receiving this.
Thank you so much, Ashley. We appreciate you. And as Tim mentioned, we are so thankful for you bringing lawyers to us, right, that can also help do this work. Thank you. Our next honor is the Community Legal Services of Mid-Florida Law Firm of the Year Award, and we have 2 this year. Presenting the award today is Melissa Miller. Melissa is Senior Vice President and General Counsel for St. John's River State College. She's been a CLSMF board member representing Putnam County since 2013 and has held the offices of Treasurer, Vice President, and President for CLSMF. She also serves on boards for the local domestic violence shelter and the ARC of Putnam County. Thank you for being with us today, Melissa.
I'm truly honored to represent the board today at this celebration. The Law Firm of the Year Award goes to a law firm that has significantly advanced pro bono through a project, time, and/or monetary donations. This year, we are recognizing 2 law firms whose contributions to pro bono have helped CLSMF provide services to clients in need. The Large Law Firm of the Year Pro Bono Award goes to Foley and Lardner. Volunteer lawyers from Foley and Lardner donated 86 hours during this award period and helped clients through co-counseling, reviewing affordable housing leases, and assisting tenants with their housing needs. It is our pleasure to present this award for their pro bono commitment. Here to accept the award on behalf of Foley and Lardner is partner Kim Ashby.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Foley and Lardner, we are so proud to receive this award and recognition. To be a part of this organization is so special to us. I do really love the fact that the theme of this presentation celebration today is partnering with people who have not yet brought pro bono into their world, and maybe because they just didn't know how to, but that is something that we have done here. And right now we have 100% participation of all of our lawyers in the Orlando office have pro bono hours during this fiscal year, many over 20 hours. And so once it becomes part of your work life and your civic rent, it just becomes endemic. You don't ever remember a time when you didn't have that as part of your law practice and that give back. I did want to follow up on something that Justice Quince said, and I really want to say hello to Justice Quince. I so enjoyed practicing before her when she was at the Florida Supreme Court, and I miss comparing shoes with her. So hopefully we'll see each other soon. But one of the things that, because we do quite a bit of guardian ad litem work in addition to representing businesses and individuals and all sorts of other matters. And the guardian ad litem program in particular can be especially challenging for people who have never done pro bono work. And so what we've done is people who are interested in getting involved, I partner with them and bring them into cases that I'm working on. But before she retired, Justice Dougherty was one of our family law, juvenile law judges here, and a good friend of mine before she went on the bench. I ran into her one weekend and we were talking. She was thanking our firm for our participation in the guardian ad litem program. And I said, Judge Dougherty, how many of these kids are George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life? And she said, I don't know. I said, all of them. So this problem, this challenge of children aging out of the system is something that is urgent and should be at the top of our list of going to the legislature, going to the agencies and trying to figure this out. Because when we get children 12 years old or older, and there is no reunification possibility with their family or a family member to adopt them, the chances of these children staying in foster care and aging out of the system are unfortunately excellent. And it's hard enough to grow up in this world with a loving family surrounding you. We've got to find some ways that we can address this because it is only getting worse, and it's going to be everybody's problem, not just the individual. But all of these kids have George Bailey potential, and we're hoping that in our way we can add to their lives and maybe bring some value to their lives that they didn't have before. But in closing, thank you so much for this award. We are so honored to get it, and we hope to bring it again year after year, as that's what we do here at Foley. So thanks again for having me today.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Foley and Lardner. Next, the Small Law Firm of the Year Pro Bono Award goes to the S.R. Campbell Law Firm. Shannon Campbell is a solo practitioner who began volunteering with CLSMF in 2019. During this award year, Shannon donated 120 hours by assisting clients with extended representation in guardian advocacy and probate matters. CLSMF is grateful to S.R. Campbell Law's dedication to helping those most in need. Accepting the award for S.R. Campbell Law is Shannon Campbell.
Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. I've been doing pro bono work since I've been an attorney, first in 2008, and I really believe in what we do. I believe in giving back to our community. We've been blessed with the education that we have, and it's very nice to be able to use our talents and skills to help others. So thank you all for what you do and keeping our community moving forward and helping each other. And thank you very much for this honor.
I lost my place, y'all. Thank you, both Foley and Lardner and the Campbell Law Firm, for your dedication and inspired leadership. Our next award is the CLSMF Partner in Service Award. Presenting the award today is Martha Pardo. Martha's the Senior Manager of Pro Bono Development here at CLSMF. She's been with the firm since 2017, is the immediate past chair of the Public Interest Law section of the Florida Bar, and serves on various local and statewide boards and committees. Martha?
Good afternoon, everyone. The CLSMF Partner in Service Award is a new award this year. It was created to recognize a corporate partner in our community that helps advance pro bono legal services to CLSMF's clients. The inaugural recipient of this award is Siemens Energy. Earlier this year, the legal team at Siemens Energy participated in a ceiling and expungement project. As part of the pro bono project, volunteers from the Siemens Energy legal team were trained and later participated in a clinic where volunteers advised clients on their eligibility to seal or expunge their records. It is my pleasure to present the inaugural CLSMF Partner in Service Award to Siemens Energy for their partnership to provide pro bono legal services to the community. Accepting the award on behalf of Siemens Energy is Sandra Artreche, lead counsel.
Hello, we are at Siemens Energy. We are extremely honored to be receiving such an important award this year, and being the first year, I'm actually super excited. We are grateful for this recognition, and prior to the pandemic, the Siemens Energy Management began an effort to create a culture that included pro bono work. We wanted to be part of giving back to our community. Many of our attorneys were already doing really good work within the community, but we thought that if we gather as a group, we can do more. Of course, the pandemic hit and things changed. How do we work in the midst of a pandemic when we know that there's still so much need? Community Legal Services of Florida became a valued partner, offering creative opportunities to help our community. Our Siemens Energy U.S. General Counsel, Denise Hansen, I think she's watching, hi Denise, has included pro bono as a target for our legal department. A committee was created led by the head of our RP department, Kaveh Rashidi Yad, and lawyers from across the U.S. And if I mention everyone, I will miss, but you know who you are. And we meet once a day. I know that Martha and Claude have answered so many questions, and we are so appreciative because you have worked with us and in this endeavor. The committee approved Community Legal Services of Florida as an approved partner, and we look forward to doing more good work in the future. I am very thankful for each person of the Siemens Energy team that said, I want to work, you are awesome. I also want to thank our legal department management for creating an environment where pro bono is part of our culture and you allow us time to do this work. I also want to thank the team at Community Legal Services for being patient and answering every single question and working with Siemens Energy to provide opportunities to our legal department to be part of the community. We look forward to doing more work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy and Siemens Energy, for all of your trust and support this last year. It has been a ride, but I am so thankful to have had Siemens as a partner with us as we start these new programs. Our next award is the Judge Carol Engel Draper Osceola County Teen Court Award. Presenting the award today is Lena Hopkins. Lena is a woman who needs no introduction for many of you. If you volunteered with us, you probably already know how hard it is to say no to her. As I mentioned at the top of our program, Lena is the manager of pro bono services here at CLSMF and has been with the firm for 22 years. She currently serves on the executive committee of the National Association of Pro Bono Professionals and has served in multiple leadership roles within the Florida Pro Bono Coordinators Association, where she's been honored with the K. Myers Pro Bono Coordinator Award twice. I'm so thankful to have you on our team, Lena. Take it away.
I'm on mute. Thank you so much, Claude. It is my pleasure at this time to present the Judge Carol Engel Draper Osceola County Teen Court Pro Bono Award to Kenneth Kamara. He is a multiple award winner of this award, and he continues to, even in the pandemic, to donate a great deal of time to teen court, making a difference in the lives of our young people. So, Mr. Kenneth Kamara, thank you so much for your service to the Osceola County Teen Court.
And I actually don't see Kenneth on with us today for remarks. Kenneth, are you under a different name, maybe? All right, well, we'll make sure that Kenneth gets his award. Oh. All right, we'll make sure that Kenneth gets his award. Thank you so much, Kenneth. I hope all of you can now see all of the different ways that folks can get involved with us. With that, we conclude the awards and recognition portion of our program. For those of you who could not be with us today, we will make sure that your awards are delivered to you. Thank you all for joining us in celebrating our pro bono heroes. Leaving us with closing remarks this afternoon is our CEO, Jeff Harvey.
Thank you for attending today. Recently, I read about a special committee the Florida Bar formed on professionalism. In my role as the leader of Community Legal Services, I cannot help but think that at the heart of what makes the practice of law a profession is remembering that we are here to serve the public. As Justice O'Connor put it, while a business can afford to focus solely on profits, a profession cannot. It must devote itself first to the community it is responsible to serve. This is what makes a profession truly a profession, that sense of public service. To that point, I think the more that we as lawyers focus on public service, the better our profession becomes. In 1999, the Florida Supreme Court issued an opinion stating that law lawyers should aspire to do pro bono or pay $350. In other words, our professional governing body is suggesting that we aspire to serve the public. Not much emphasis has been placed on that aspiration since the court's opinion in 1999, but now the need is greater than ever. As a simple illustration, that $350 stated in 1999 has the equivalent value of approximately $750 today. Yet the goals that we as a profession aspire to achieve have remained unchanged. You, who we have honored here today, are the example of what it means to be a lawyer and part of this profession. You do not just treat public service as an aspiration or requirement. Rather, you look out into the community, see what needs to be done, and readily shoulder more than your share of the task. You are true professionals. And to me, you are role models in our profession. If each one of us here today influence 5 others in our profession to focus more on our duty to serve the public, just think of the impact it would have on our profession and on our community. It is truly an honor to serve in this profession with you. I want to thank each of you on behalf of the leadership, the board, the staff, and the clients of Community Legal Services for truly being a pillar in your community and in the profession of law. Congratulations again to all the winners, and thank you for attending today.